And I want to welcome you to another episode of Beyond the Surface Radio. I'm your host, Dr. Wanda J. Evans-Brewer. And this afternoon, I am seated with a gentleman, Francis Sesi. He is a farmer. He is, what you do?
I'm in logistics. I do freight forwarding.
Okay. Some people are so multi-talented, or they're involved in so many things, it's hard to narrow them down. Yeah. I consider him a master teacher as it applies to spiritual cleansing, health and wellness with various herbs. And so I've invited him for a chat.
I'm so happy to be here today. I'm a little bit of everything and that kind of stuff, yes. So I'm so happy. And I'm Francis, as you said. I'm Sesi. And it's just everywhere, the way we live over here in Ghana, especially in Africa, the way we our food and the medicinal content and how we heal ourselves, we protect ourselves from diseases by not necessarily going to the hospital and that kind of stuff. But yeah, you see, hospital is not our thing.
Hospital not your thing.
Yeah, like Africa, we weren't introduced you to hospitals. Like every day you go to hospital, you have doctor's appointment for your teeth, like how y'all have it. No,
right.
We don't do that. We always consult the herbs around us, and then the teachings of our forefathers. Okay, the way it's just a way of life. You're born to it. That you learn in such a way that you even not realizing that you learn it.
If you for my listeners, if you hear how Francis is explaining that, you see why I call him a master. He says, you live it, you're born in it. That you consult that first. Well, I don't know how true that is. If you consult it first, then, and there's so much in you, why do so many Ghanaians seek hospitals, seek pharmaceuticals in these days? Because some people are pulling away from the traditions. Why is that?
Yeah, it's one thing that the Western culture have done to our traditional African culture setting, and it's really bad that we are actually forgoing the righteous way of living as humans, okay? Literally as humans. And we're going to learn the culture of the foreign, the Western culture, and it's really bad.
Okay, you saying that you're foregoing the righteous way, so you consider your methods to be righteous.
Righteous.
Okay. Then if they're righteous, why are you turning away from righteousness to pursue, I'm assuming that you consider Western methods less righteous or unrighteous? Why are you turning from that? What is happening with your people that you're turning from it?
It's brainwashing.
Brainwashing.
Yeah. It first of all start with our education system. Okay. Our education system is such a way that it's building our youth for the Western industry. So right now you can go around and see a whole lot. Ask around, look at the statistics. What is the unemployment number percentage in Ghana now? Okay, it's as a result of our education that our education system is building students, okay, for the Western industry. So we don't have industries over here. We don't have companies, but we have schools that are building students for industries which are not here. So we have students.
For example, okay, give me an example of an industry that young people here are being schooled for that doesn't exist here. Give me an example.
Okay. Infrastructure.
Yeah, your
infrastructure industry in Ghana.
Okay.
Every time we want to build roads, we want to build malls and that kind of stuff. We don't have any Ghanaian designing those stuff. We don't have any Ghanaian building those stuff. We always go to the Lebanese, the Chinese, and other stuff.
Okay.
But we have a whole students who are out, who are engineers. Okay.
True.
Who can build those things. Okay. But for these engineers that we have in this country to get a job to do, they need to travel outside the world. And that is really bad.
Well, I mean, how much is it your responsibility as a group, since you know that you have a righteous way and you know there's a traditional way, to rebuke, to turn from, to not use? How much responsibility do you think you need to take for that?
First of all, we need to advocate. Two, we need to change our education system.
Okay.
To let them know. We need to educate our people to let them know that, listen, this is the authentic way of life. Okay? Should you live? This is how our forefathers live. Triumph over years without hospitals. Okay? I can take you to rural areas in Ghana now that there are no hospitals.
Okay, but if you take me to the rural areas in Ghana and there are no hospitals, what does the mortality rate look like? What does infanticide look like? What does what's happening with your elders? You know, what does elder care look like?
Okay. When we talk about elder care,
okay,
if you want a good elder care,
okay,
I think I will urge you to go to the villages, because that is where we have a lot of elders,
okay,
who are living on their own. They are farming. We have over 90 years people, 80 years people
that's farming.
Now
I have to admit, I was in a die, and one of my extended family, her mother, I went to her funeral. Her mother died, and her mother was 111 years old. And not only was she 111 years old, but prior to death, she was still walking around, cooking, bathing herself. So I have to say it's true.
My grandfather died last 2 years. He was 112 years old.
Wow.
And he could walk, go, do whatever he wanted to do.
Okay, what's different? What was different in the way he took care of himself, or the way the family cared for him, that gave him that longevity?
Yeah, it's not about family thing.
Okay.
It's about their way of life, their way of living.
Okay.
What they do, the herbs that they be eating, their choice of food. Okay. Okay. That is what makes them so unique and grow for that longer. Mm-hmm. Okay. The stuff that they're gonna eat, we're gonna see them as junk. We're gonna be like,
Okay, give us an example. I know about the taste nasty. Okay, give us an example of what your granddad's diet was like. To your knowledge.
For instance, before my granddad gonna eat, okay, we were in the village, okay, so everything is fresh.
True.
Okay, we don't have we were not exposed to fertilizers or whatever. Everything is you just pick it, grow it. When you grow the little that you have, you appreciate it. We were running subsistence farming, just something to sustain you. Okay. So we did that with shifting cultivation. So you cultivate this land for maybe a year, and you're done, and you see that the nutrient is down. You move to another land, because there's a vast land. Okay. So we were into these fertilizers and that kind of stuff. So everything was natural. Secondly, we were living by a riverside. Okay. We were living by the black water. So the black water and the white water are linked to the northern part of the of Ghana. Okay. So we were living just beside those plains. So we always get fresh fish. So we were into fishing. That is tilapia. Okay. So we were around vegetation. So we were also into hunting. Just something to survive, to sustain us. Okay. So that was what we were doing. Before my grandfather would eat, there is a herbal preparation that we call bitters, okay? That we do. We have a local alcohol preparation that we do, okay? And then we starch that alcohol with herbs, okay? Herbs that give them longevity, that give them strength to work. Like you have those painkillers that you take when you have headaches. We consult the herbs. If I got headache, they'll go pick up this. If you got waist pain, they know what to pick. They know what to bring. They know what to add and then drink. Boil to drink. Some we bathe with it. Some we ground them and then we apply it on the body. Some we even cook them. So most of the time you come to my village, there is a pot there that always sit there. And then we have staff in that, you feel this way, go fetch some.
I got you.
Yeah, so it's that everyday life. So with that, we don't go to the hospital.
So not only are you not going to the hospital, it sounds like you don't go to the pharmacy.
No.
That you don't send somebody to go and bring in outside medicine of any sort. So everything was right there.
Right there.
Okay.
So it was like when you are a pharmacist and you come over here, you'll not get anybody to buy from you. So it discourages you. So you're not going to come.
Although the village does have its medicine women.
Yeah, we have medicine women. See, my village, everybody knows something.
I got you.
Everybody knows something that they use to protect their family.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So this is the setting. My village, Africa, setting in such a way that we are so diversified, but linked and intertwined with each other. In a sense that one can't live without the other.
Right.
Okay. So when you come to Africa, you need to know that Africa is about family settings. Okay. So you can't break the family. So if you have to do something to break the family, you can't live in Africa. You have to come with family. We talk about unity. We talk about tribes. Okay. So let's say in my village, okay, this is what I have seen among them. Every family is gifted with a particular, like I would say, super power.
Okay.
That they used to protect themselves. Okay. Well, we have a house. Let's say when you are sick, okay, we have a particular house that they are well diverse in medicines.
Okay.
And that's what they do. They didn't go to school. They weren't grown up by anybody. It is the family thing. It's with them. No matter how your sickness is, when you go to that house, you're going to be healed. Okay. We have a house that they are like, they beat drums. Okay. Yes, everybody can beat drums, but those people, when they beat drums, you're gonna love it. Everybody come around and see them. So they don't learn it.
So you're talking about specialized skill sets. You're talking about some is sort of divine gifts.
Yeah, it's not some sort of. It is divine gift. Everybody knows. So we even in my village, we got a house that they are midwives. Okay, so this is what they do. They help the women to give birth. Right. They don't go to the hospital. They haven't gone to school.
So, okay, I get you. Unschooled, community effort, organized. All right, but what do you do when things just go wrong?
Things never goes wrong.
What that mean?
Before something gonna go wrong, they already know. They already know. We have elders who have lived with us. We have people that we consult. Before, listen, in my setting, before anything can be done, we consult. We find out, even before a child is being born, they are able to find out who this child is. Where is he coming from? Is he reincarnation? Have he been here before? Who was he in his previous life? And what is he coming to do now?
Okay, so you see Francis is getting us into some spiritual systems now. Because when you get to saying that you already know, or at least you're already considering who the child is, where is he from, has he been reincarnated? Now you're taking us someplace else.
Yeah, but this is the point. We all get it wrong. Life is not life is not physical. Everything about life is spiritual.
Okay. And why do you say that?
Because it's obvious.
How?
This is the reason why somebody can see
Tell someone that can't see it, because you can see it because it's in you. But if I don't see it that way, how is it obvious that this is spiritual, that life is spiritual?
Okay. Do you dream?
Yes, I dream.
Yes. So let's take this for instance. You in your bed, you just bathe, be on your bed in the night, and you want to sleep, and you see yourself in some other place doing other things whilst in your bed, or you are on your bed. How do you feel about that? Is that not spiritual?
Yeah, it's very spiritual.
Yeah. So this is it. Many a times, people,
but I don't think that my physical being here is X'd out. I see reality, and then I see a spiritual realm. You're saying that life is primarily spiritual?
Yeah, because everything that happens in the physical realm that we see right now already happened in the spiritual. Okay? So that is the reason why people can see you and tell you that, I see maybe 2 years time, you're going to do this, you're going to do this. Somebody can tell you about your future because it have already happened. Okay. So that is it. It's a dimension, okay? The physical dimension, and then we have the spiritual
And then
dimension.
I get back to asking you the question. If that's the case, then how can you not see that this particular person is going to become a drunkard in the village, or this particular person is going to become volatile to the rest of the family? Why don't you see any of those things, or do you see those things?
We do. But it's, as I said, it's family settings. It's go deeper to the extent that there are certain things, okay? There are laws, okay, in these spiritual realms that you don't cross boundaries, okay? Let's say you are my family member, okay? There are stuff that, families don't have. We have families that have children. They have a lot of children. We have families that they don't have children. They have one or two. There are not many. We have people that have what in their family. You know that, right? Whatever they do, it flourishes. We have families that probably they farm. They have a lot of yield. We have other families when they farm, they have no yield. Okay. So with this, okay, people go extra mile. Okay, I need this in my family. I got a lot of kids. Okay, but we don't have money. Okay, how can I do that? Okay, man has no what is the name? We call that free will. Okay. Free will is always given by the devil. Okay. Because anytime a man gets free will, he destroys himself. Okay? He goes against himself because we humans, we are such a way that we want everything. Even the one that is going to destroy us. We don't know until it gets to us. Okay? So anybody who tells you that you have been given a free will is a lie. Nobody on earth has his free will. Anytime a man gets a free will, he abuses that free will and destroys himself. Okay. So anybody preaches about that, you should know that is wrong. Okay. So there's a reason why they go this way. So you can see people drunkard. How they in a spiritual realm, there's nothing given freely. Okay. Before something dies, before something a bet is given, a death has to be placed up. So there's opposite to everything. Okay. Where there's action, there's reaction, kind of stuff. Okay. Right. So people wish for things. Okay. And before they get those things, probably they give something that they have out before they get them. We have people, we have bad spirit, we have bad people. We have people who travel between the planes that can take things from you. Okay, the stuff that you own, they can take from you. And they can prolong it. Okay, they can cause you to do bad. Okay. So with that, I can see somebody who is going wayward. I can say it because he has family members. Before I can help that person, I need to go to their family members and talk to them. Probably it's the cause of the family members. It's the doing of the family members. I need to ask for permission from them. This is the way African setting is.
And we struggle with that. And I'm gonna stick a pin in this. Because the family setting and the way that you engage with each other and the rules of engagement, we need to extend that discussion. We need to get a little bit deeper with that. So I'm going to put a pin in it. Okay. But that African way is very, very difficult when we're coming in and we're connecting with you and trying to be a part of a family. Because how can we know that if we see someone going wayward, that we need to go and talk to their family before we can approach them? We don't understand that. We think that that's a competent adult, and we just want to say, hey, look, this could possibly happen. Have you considered this? How would one know that you're breaking the rules?
Okay. There are people that you see them and you want to help them. Immediately you start helping them, you start having problems.
And why is that?
It's because you need to consult. You don't know what you're doing. Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Yes, the plan is simple.
Plain and simple. We're making a mistake.
You're making a mistake.
Okay. Even if what we do is trying to help, we're still making a mistake.
You're still making a mistake.
Okay, listen. Beyond the Surface Radio listeners, you see this is Francis Sesi. You see why I said he's he's a farmer, but You see why I said that he is a master as it comes to spiritual topics. I'm going to invite him back. I'll be curious to see what your comments are. I want to freeze him here because I think this is going into another topic that we need to pick back up and have another discussion about. I thank you so much for tuning in this afternoon. Francis, thank you.
Thank you for having me here. I'm so grateful.
You see, he's very. He has a lot to say.
And thank you for your time. Thank you for having me here. I'll be so glad that I'll be here anytime you call on me.
Oh, I'm definitely call on you. We gonna get down to these family systems, and
there's a lot to this.
And learning boundaries.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
When you understand the rules, you can live with us.
You all have to be generous, telling us the rules. And with that, again, this is Dr. Wanda J. Evans-Brewer, and you've been listening to Behind the Surface Radio. And until we meet again, stay safe in God's grace.